Morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. It's good to hear all your voices. Good to
Good
see.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Gracious, good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like we need a piano.
Your trip looked amazing, y'all. It looked so fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank
Oh,
you.
one of these days, I'm going to get to another one.
Yes,
Need
I
to get a
hope
little
so.
closer to Virginia.
hmm I
Okay.
know. I
Okay.
know. I've got
I'm
to
just
go.
putting it out there. I'm putting it out there.
I've got to go to some other places. I know. I know. I
Good
have a
morning.
good morning. How you doing, Laura?
I'm doing better. My surgery is Thursday,
Okay. All
and
right.
they're restructuring my knee.
That sounds like a
So
big surgery. Is it big or no?
that's what it sounds is like. It's going to be a big one.
It does sound big. How are you in your spirits?
It's it's so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm scared, but I am walking. I'm jumping. I'm not walking. I'm jumping. I did 15 feet the other day, and yesterday I went around the bed.
Okay. Good.
And
Good.
I even got out of bed by myself without any help.
Uh, do people know you're doing that?
Yeah,
Okay.
therapy, therapy.
As
I
long as
would
this
get.
is not unsupervised. Unsupported? Okay. Unsupervised? I don't know. I want you to be safe. Well, I'm glad you're here. Happy Monday to you. Good morning to those in the chat that are saying good morning. It's great to have you here. Happy Monday to you. And good morning to those of you following along on Facebook. Happy Monday to you. If you want to come in the Zoom room, you're more than welcome to do so. You should see a Zoom link in that Facebook event. If you don't, you can message pretty much anybody within Stone, I think, and they would send you a link if you want to get in the room. We're going to start this morning talking about more ways to reduce your emotional suffering, more ways to reduce your emotional exhaustion. And this is going to be about clean pain versus dirty pain. Have you heard those two terms? I'm wondering, those of you in the room, clean pain, dirty pain. Yeah, you listen then. Those of you nodding are probably in the membership where we do talk about things such as clean pain, dirty pain. The extra suffering that we create is dirty pain. It's unnecessary suffering. One of the reasons we feel emotionally exhausted is because we're carrying
You.
original pain plus suffering that we pile on top of that. I'm going to mute here. There we go. Okay. So we have the original pain of whatever happened, and then we create a story around it. We start describing what happened to ourselves, or we go back over something. We ask ourselves questions, we repeat conversations. This keeps us in suffering. So we have the pain of the event, and then we add sentences around that event that make it feel even worse. Learning to differentiate between clean pain and dirty pain is one of the most important skills in emotional sobriety. So, when I say emotional sobriety, I don't mean do not have any emotion. I mean, let's feel the emotion that life presents us, but let's not become intoxicated by it. Let's not stay in confusion. Let's not stay in worry. Let's not stay in indecision or jealousy or stress. Let's not do that. Let's stay in what's current. Let's find meaning for it that we believe and understand. And then let's learn from that and then take the next step. So, clean pain is the emotion that naturally comes with being human. So, you might feel sad when someone leaves after they visit you, or that disappointment that you feel when something doesn't work out. or the fear of doing something brand new. Or maybe you feel hurt when someone says something that's just unkind. Clean pain is uncomfortable, but it's honest and it belongs to the circumstance and it moves through us and does not follow us as long as we allow it to, as long as we allow it to be about our perspective of the circumstance and not that the circumstance happened to us. So if someone comes and visits me and then leaves, that's not happening to me. That's just something that I'm experiencing, and I'm going to feel that sadness, and that sadness will go when the process of leaving is done. I will have that feeling, I'll allow my thinking, and then I will settle. Dirty pain is that suffering that we create with our thinking about the pain. So it's the emotional struggle that we layer on top of the original emotion. So if I'm sad that someone left, I could add a story saying, it's going to be so long before I see them again. I could say, now I'm alone and I don't have anybody to talk to. I could tell myself, this proves I'm not important or they would have stayed longer. Clean pain example. I'm nervous about giving a presentation. Dirty pain added to that. What if I embarrass myself? Everyone's going to think that I'm incompetent. I shouldn't feel this nervous. What's wrong with me? Clean pain. I'm disappointed I gained weight. Dirty pain. I've ruined everything. I never follow through. I'll never lose this weight. The event creates the clean pain. So we see something happens and we have a thought about it. That creates the pain. Oh, I wanted to lose weight. I gained weight. Ugh, uncomfortable, disappointed, right? The story creates the dirty pain. You should have known better. Why didn't you look things up ahead of time? You never do this. Do you ever plan? When are you going to get this right? Now I feel even worse because I didn't only get the result that I was not striving for, but now I'm talking to myself in a way that seems like this is not even possible. So why are you trying? Why do we create that dirty pain, do you think? What's the point of that? We know it doesn't feel good, yet many of us will keep doing it, myself included, if we're not intentional with our thinking. What's the payoff there? Margaret, yeah, it's hard to live in uncertainty. Leah,
I think we originally do that trying to find a way out of it. It's like, okay, what could we do to make it better? But then somehow I think on the way, sometimes we switch out of that and we get into the place, like I should have known better. And that's where the voices come in.
yes. Is that ever true to any of you that you should have known better? What would be
Well,
what would be a situation where you really should know better?
okay, so if you make a menu and if you think and you know this is the right way to go, and then somehow you did it differently, so the voice is in your head. And you could say, okay, I planned it and it didn't go through,
Mm-hmm.
and then the negative self-talk comes in
Yeah.
because, that's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, because do you ever follow through? Right?
Right. There we go.
Yes, yes. Here's why. So both of these answers are correct. Oh, I have more answers. Hold on, hold on. Wow, lots of answers. Thanks, you all. Amy says we worry. Elon says deflection from the bigger picture happens. Anne says our brain automatically goes to drama. Yes. Susan says protection for worst case scenario. And Deb, many of us, because it's the voice we heard growing up. Yes. We're looking for approval and we're looking for a solution. I know you all have heard me say several times, your brain is a processor. It wants to be solving. It's like, yeah, let's find a problem. You don't have one? Let's think about that time that you were going to do that thing and you didn't quite do it. Remember that? You've tried that 84 times. When are you going to do that again? The brain thinks if I analyze this enough, if I worry enough, if I prepare enough, if I blame, rehearse, I'll feel safer. I'll feel a little more prepared. But that's not what happens. What happens is we stay emotionally stuck. That's where we become emotionally intoxicated. We stop processing the feeling and we start living inside the story. We become consumed by the meaning instead of the experience. So, think about that for a moment, actually, a little bit. We get consumed by the meaning instead of the experience. What do you take from that? Think about someone leaving. Why would we feel sadness? Why would we feel a type of pull? What would be happening there?
Um,
Lonely? Is that what you said?
yes, I didn't know I was there.
Oh,
Yes, lonely.
I
I
heard
I
you.
thought I turned off my thing, but okay, yeah. I guess I talked to myself. Okay.
I'm sorry to call you out there.
It's good. I mean, it's okay. I guess that's what I was thinking. And yeah,
Yeah. So if we would feel lonely because we're thinking what?
we enjoyed the company.
Yeah, now I don't have company. Now I'm alone. I really enjoyed talking to them. Who do I talk to now? There's nobody here that's the same as that person. So we get caught up in the emotion of it instead of just experiencing that there's a connection here where I'm enjoying this person's company. I long for this connection again. This means something to me. There's likely some type of love there if we're feeling a loneliness type of connection. But if we go down the rabbit hole of why this is happening, we miss the experience of the relationship. Okay, I want to keep going with this list. Amy says, my room is okay, clean pain, my room is a mess. Dirty pain, I'm such a slob. You got it. That's exactly right. So instead of going to the dirty pain, what will keep us less emotionally exhausted and more energized for what we want to accomplish and do in our day is to tell ourselves, okay, your room's a mess. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? Well, I can't find my stuff. Okay, why is that a problem? Because then I run late. And why is that a problem? We have to keep going with ourselves to figure out why am I doing this instead of just assuming it's because I'm a slob. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's because of what? What makes it difficult to get up and get going? What makes it difficult to clean up the room so that I can be on time, so I can find my stuff, so I can get to work? What gets in the way? That's what we want to know. When it's time to take the action that you know you need to take, what are you telling yourself that prevents forward movement? It's likely dirty pain. It's likely something not true. If you saw the video last week where I realized I can walk, I can exercise during the day, I can. The pain is, oh, my schedule changed. Now I have the same time of day available to exercise. The dirty pain is, you're never going to have time. You can't do it when that person does it. You can't do it when that person does it. You don't like doing it at that time. You're too tired at that time. You'll never figure this out. That just made the mountain go from like this to this. It's like, huh. And there goes my motivation. No, thank you. Margaret says, clean pain. It's hard to work on my story. Dirty pain, all the young people in class will hate it. Yeah, that would make it hard to work on, wouldn't it? Thinking I'm gonna work this hard on something and then nobody's gonna like it. Right? Joanna, we have all lived through many different tough situations and can live through more. Yeah. We absolutely can. Every single one of us in this room, we are more capable than we know. More capable than we know. All right. Are you willing to feel pain without adding catastrophizing or a little bit of mind reading or maybe some fortune telling or blaming yourself, replaying conversations? Can you feel pain and just tell yourself, this hurts? And that's it. Not just one time and then, okay, I'm over it. But yes, this hurts. Yep, this hurts right now. They're not writing back. This hurts. What that does is keeps bringing you to the present moment. What else is true? At the same time this hurts, I'm really enjoying this conversation right now. It's really great to wake up on a Monday and have so many people log in to say hi and start their day together. At the same time, this hurts over here. If we stay over here with the, why is this happening? This always happens. She never stays. She always leaves before she says, and then she doesn't come back when she says, and she says she'll call, and she doesn't. And you remember that time she also said this other thing, but she goes to this person's house and she stays forever. It's me. Anyone do that? We want to stay out of that. Just, yeah. It hurts when she leaves before I'd like, or it hurts to see someone walk away, or it hurts to not get a call back or a message back. Imagine your child or your best friend or someone really important to you doesn't call for a week. And normally they call every single day. Clean pain might be, I miss talking to them. Dirty pain might be what? What might we start to think? And it's not going to be intentional, you all. It's not like you're looking for people out there to be the worst person ever. It's protective. And this is why we want to catch it and say, wait, is that what I know to be true about this person? They don't care about me. I must have done something wrong. Our relationship is falling apart and I am losing them. Which will probably then turn into anger towards them. Well, what makes you so great? I've been busy. And we start a whole other reel of thinking. And then we feel sadness, we feel rejection, shame, resentment. And we have created the story. In a matter of moments, we can create that story just from one circumstance. So imagine 1 year from now, think about a challenge that you've already survived. At the time, it probably felt enormous. You thought about it all the time, you analyzed it, you worried about it, you carried it everywhere with you, but eventually you moved through it. It might even be something you have to think hard right now to remember. What have I overcome? And it's not because we don't close the book on things because we've solved every thought that's possible to that event. We close the book when we've felt our feelings about it. So the future version of you, 1 year from now, understands something that the version of you right now, here today, forgets. You can survive discomfort without it turning into an emergency. You can. You cannot get a text back and not make it an emergency. You can not be smiled at when someone walks past you and not make it an emergency. You could not be invited to the office lunch. Not an emergency. I want to ask you, when you feel emotional pain, what story do you tend to add right away? What's a thought that comes up? It is my fault. I can do better. Lazy. Emotional pain. The it is my fault. Really common. Or what did I do? What did I do? What feeling do you try to avoid by staying in your story? So let's assume, I almost knocked this over. Let's assume someone didn't call you back and you asked, can you please call me back today? And they didn't. By staying in the story of what are they doing? And I wonder if they forgot, or what did I do? Did they hear me? Did they get the message? How am I that forgettable? By staying up here in the story, what am I avoiding? When I stay in the present moment and I do not go off into the story, I stay in the emotion of they didn't call back. That emotion is much less comfortable than the confusion of why? What happened? And the catastrophizing. That becomes almost a little exciting to the brain. It's like, oh, it could be this too. You know what? I saw this one time where she looked at you at the corner of your eye. I bet she's annoyed. Probably. And then we come up with a whole other story. So I want you to ask, if you removed the story from whatever you're storying about and you came right back down to the emotion, what is it? What's yours that you avoid? If you wouldn't mind, put it in the chat. I'll tell you some common emotions people avoid: boredom, loneliness. An emotion people tend to seek, I don't think this is intentional, is stress. It's stress because we want to feel productive. We want to be part of things. We want to be included. That brings so much input and consumption. That is stress. We want more, more, more. Taking the next step. What emotion would you have to overcome or be with to take the next step? Fear of acceptance. How can you soften that fear in whatever room you're in? Whose permission do you need to be anywhere? Who gets to say that you are okay or not okay? Good enough or not good enough? So, why am I afraid, or what's the fear of deciding my own worth? What would be the hazard or the worry to your brain? What might happen? This is common for a lot of us. I want you all to think about it for a moment. What's the risk if you just decide for yourself, I'm worthy of any room? Now what? What's the risk? Or is there? Does that feel just believable? I am worthy of any room. Margaret.
So I texted a friend something about a problem that I wanted to get off my chest, and she hasn't answered. She usually doesn't answer over the weekend. And if the worst case scenario is, well, she wants to end the friendship now, that's actually okay. It just means that friendship is not meant to go deeper now. I just have to pivot a few things. It's not a worst case scenario. It just means that friendship is not meant to do that.
Yes. Okay. So that makes it that's a story that's true to you that does not add suffering to the pain. It's like, okay, this is not meant to be. I'm okay with that. Right? Maureen says there is no risk. There's no risk to deciding for yourself that you deserve to be in whatever room you're in. You are worthy of whatever room you're in. I believe that. There is no risk unless you think you don't know how to handle the emotion that comes with it or the discomfort. Unless you think, if I feel this way, then this will have gone wrong. You're going to perceive that as risk. So that's where we want to come in and tell ourselves, no, that's growth. That's okay. I'm going to take you into each and every room that you're afraid to go into, and I'm going to show you how we go in there. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then you decide, do you belong here or not? But you decide. The room doesn't. No way. No way. All right. A lot of emotional maturity is learning the difference between pain that belongs to life and suffering that belongs to your story. So whenever you find yourself intoxicated by a certain emotion, I would encourage you to get your thoughts on paper. What is happening right now? And what am I making this mean? Then look through what's a fact here and what am I just assuming or concluding ahead of time or romanticizing, catastrophizing? What am I doing to jazz this up a little bit? And is that helpful to me? Okay. Closing quote, unless I have any questions from you. Questions, thoughts? I'm going to give you a closing quote, and then I'd love to do a camera call and wish you a happy Monday. I haven't done one in a minute. The closing quote, the wound is the place where reality enters. Healing begins when we stop arguing with what is. And I'm going to put that in the chat. So kind of like that arguing is the salt. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right, happy Monday, and thank you for being here. Margaret, Susan, Laura, Deb, Sheila, Mandy, Linda, Kimberly, Jess, Rana, Dolores, Amy, Marilyn, Anne, Kirsten, Joanna, Paulette. Got all the videos. All right, thank you all so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a great
Thanks.
day, everyone.
You too.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Monday.